Greetings, African people. I'm all cozied up in my bed, but I had to come here and talk with you for a few minutes. I read an article today um, and also listened to a short video from one of our political figures in Jamaica. And I was laughing. It was a very serious matter. I was laughing though because I was like, good, finally, you know what it feels like. She was talking about her experience traveling on a highway that is built by the Chinese people in Jamaica and how she didn't have sufficient cash and wanted to use her bank card or her credit card to pay for the trip. And she talked about the attitude she received from the customer service agents. But the thing that was most shocking to me is that she had the money in her bank account. She wanted to use her bank card. She also wanted to use her credit card, but they would not allow her. And they're telling her, well, that's too bad. The Chinese say, well, if you don't have that, then you can give us US money. And the thing about it is, this lady sounds surprised. And I think part of it has to do with the fact that her ego is a little bit wounded because she's a political figure. Everybody knows her. And yet they wouldn't let her go through. Gave her attitude. That's what you get. That's what black people are going to get. They're going to invite persons into their space and they're going to get slapped and spit upon. Now, I've always tried to be conservative in what I say about other persons of color because I think, a lot of people have had their own struggles. But the truth of the matter is, and I'm not going to hold back today, is to say, well, when they thought the Chinese was coming to Jamaica to help to build Jamaica, they don't realize that they were coming to take Jamaica. So, political figureheads, governments of Jamaica, stand guarded and know that now your slave master is no longer your former colonizers. It's now the Chinese people. And you have given them so much power and so much leverage in our country that now you can't take it back. It's too late. The only hope I have for the Jamaican people is that I know that they're rebellious people and that they're not going to take flack. You see, when they really realize what is happening, when they realize that their new colonial masters are the Chinese, they're not going to sit back and accept it. But you're in deep when you're making plans with individuals to come into your country and develop it. When you had the power to develop your own country, you open up to people who care less about you. And now that they're there, they're letting you know, I'm home now. Here are the rules. Black people, more of that is going to happen to us because we're stupid and we insist on bringing people into our space who does not show us that they're just visitors. They come to take over. And we give them free reign. We give them a key. We give them open door policy. We tell them, oh, you don't have to pay any taxes. Oh, so the Chinese now have foothold in Jamaica. And now those who are elites are feeling the pinch and feeling the reality of what they have done. I always talk about politics. It's tiring. Some of you probably get tired of it. But as I said, the personal is political. And it's politics that's really controlling our lives as African people. Politics is controlling every aspect of our lives. And to hear this political figurehead talk about how disrespected she felt, and I'm going to put that link here, I'm thinking to myself, you think you see anything? You ain't see nothing yet. They're poisoning our people. They're raping our resources. And even as they do that, they manage to convince you because you're so stupid that they're building railroads that is going to, railroads are highways that is going to benefit them to go to areas to extract our wealth. And we still have to pay them for the highway. When Fidel Castro came to Jamaica and built schools from us, he didn't want anything from us. He was helping us. That's how you help somebody. When you give us money without strings attached, that's helping. When persons come into the country and build hotels and take the money and keep it into their natural currency. It's shipped back to their countries to build their wealth. When you talk about tourism in Jamaica, a few persons get a job to be a servant, or persons get work where they work long, crazy hours being servants. That's not developing our people. The worst is yet to come. And the Chinese people, they're not joking. Now, I don't want somebody coming on here and say, oh, you're being prejudiced or whatever, because all Chinese. I'm not generalizing saying all Chinese. I'm talking about the ones who are doing business in Jamaica. And the ones who are saying, we are not here to build you, we're here to build ourselves. I'm not fighting with that attitude. I'm fighting with our governments who sent out a public service announcement to all people that they can come in our country and spit on us and treat us like dogs. For what? For what? The worst is yet to come. Be blessed, African people. The time is coming when eventually you are going to have to stand up and fight for your rights. Be blessed.
Because people, if you're not being yourself positively, then you will be easily carried away. And if you are fascinated by material things, you'll be easily carried away. You'll be easily tempted. You'll be easily led. But I know this world. I'm in this world, but not of this world. I'm of the past world, living in the present world, and of the future world. But there are so much things in this world that is opposing to positivity and righteousness, that everything comes in conflict with righteousness, that you have to just isolate yourself from the shitstorm, see, and be very spiritual within within the shitstorm, because the Western Hemisphere, see. But then again, within the shitstorm, I see so much discrimination and political victimization